We know that in this place called Numberland, numbers multiplied to give new numbers, and the numbers which multiplied to give the new number became friends with the new number. So they became friends with the new number, and these numbers were called the factors of the new number. So the numbers which were multiplied to give the new numbers were called factors. We call them factors in mathematics. So what is a factor? A factor is a number which you multiply with another number to give the desired number. So that is a factor. Now the question is, how do you find whether a number is a factor of another number or not? So how do you find whether 3 is a factor or a friend of 12? So how do we find this? Now what is a factor? If 3 is a factor, then 3 multiplied with something will give me 12. So we know that 3 will be a factor if 3 multiplied with some number will give me 12. We already know that division is the opposite of multiplication. So this number will be 12 divided by 3. So I need to find 3 multiplied by what number will give me 12. And how do I find that? We know that division is the opposite of multiplication. So if I need to find this number, I need to divide 12 by 3. So 12 divided by 3 will give me this number. So 12 divided by 3 will give me this number. And what is 12 divided by 3? 12 divided by 3 is 4. So 12 divided by 3 is 4. Or we can say that 3 into 4 is 12. So 3 into 4 is 12. So there is a number which multiplied with 3 gives me 12. There is a number which when multiplied with 3 gives me 12. So 3 can be multiplied with another number to give me 12. We can see that 3 can be multiplied with another number, that is 4, to give me 12. So what can I say about 3? Is 3 a factor of 12? Yes, 3 is a factor of 12 because that is what factors are. So factors means if 3 is a factor of 12, it means that 3 will be multiplied with another number to give me 12. So 3 is a factor of 12. Now how can we see this in other words? What do I mean by 3 multiplied by another number gives me 12? How can I say this in simpler terms? So if you see, 12 divided by 3 gives me 4. Or I can say that 12 is divisible by 3. What do I mean by this? Suppose I divide 12 by 3. Now, when I divide 12 by 3, first I consider the first digit, 1. 1 is less than 3. So I write a 0 here. 0 into 3 is 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. And now I bring this 2 down. So 3 into what is 12? 3 into 4 is 12. So 4 into 3 is 12. And 12 minus 12 is 0. So the remainder, or what is remaining after the division, is 0. So I can say that 12 is divisible by 3 because the remainder is 0. So 3 is a factor of 12, which also means that 12 is divisible by 3. And how do I find that? If there is no remainder. So when we need to find whether 3 is a factor of 12 or not, I need to divide 12 by 3 to see whether 12 is divisible by 3 or not. How do I see whether 12 is divisible by 3 or not? By seeing the remainder. If there is no remainder, or if the remainder is 0, that is the remainder after division is 0, I can say that 12 is divisible by 3 or 3 is a factor of 12. So when you divide a number by another number and there is no remainder, the divisor is the factor of that number. What is divisor? So if I have 12 divided by 3, then 3 is the divisor and 12 is the dividend. 3 is the divisor and 12 is the dividend. So the divisor is the factor of the number. Now can you tell me whether 8 is a factor of 56? Let us see. So once again, for 8 to be a factor of 56, I should have 8 into something is equal to 56. I want this. And how do I find this? Now I know that I need to divide and see. So I need to divide 56 by 8 to see whether it is perfectly divisible or not, or to see whether there is no remainder or there is some remainder. So 56 divided by 8. Now if you divide 56 by 8, you'll see that we get 7 as the answer and there is no remainder. So 7 is the quotient and there is no remainder. So I can say that 8 into 7 is 56. So I have 8 into 7 is 56. So now is 8 a factor of 56 or not? Well, yes, 8 is a factor of 56. So the answer is yes. So 8 is a factor of 56 because 8 into some other number gives me 56. 8 into 7 is 56. Now can you tell me whether 3 is a factor of 10 or not? So how do we check? I need to divide 10 by 3. So let us divide 10 by 3. So 10 divided by 3. Now the first number is 1. So 1 is less than 3. So I write a 0 here. 0 into 3 is 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. Now I bring this 0 down. Now 10. How many times does 3 go into 10? 3 into 3 is 9 and 3 into 4 is 12. So 3 times 3 into 3 is 9 and 10 minus 9 is 1. So how many times does 3 go into 1? Well, I see that 1 is less than 3. So now I cannot proceed with this division because I've got a number which is less than 3. So 1 is the remainder of this division. So 1 is the remainder of this division. This means that 10 is not divisible by 3. So when we divide 10 by 3, we get a remainder. So 10 is not divisible by 3. So 3 into something is 10. So I cannot get any such number. I cannot have any number which will fill up this blank. 3 into something is 10. I cannot have any number which will fill up this blank. Check it yourself. In the table of 3, I have 3 into 3 is 9 and 3 into 4 is 12. I do not have 10 in the table of 3. So, I do not have any number which will fill up this blank. Also, when I am dividing 10 by 3, I get a remainder of 1. So I can say that 3 is not a factor of 10. So the answer is no, because 10 is not divisible by 3, or when we divide 10 by 3, we get a remainder. So 3 is not a factor of 10. So if there is no remainder when we divide, it is a factor. And if there is a remainder, then it is not a factor. So this is how you find whether a number is a factor of another number or not. You need to divide and see whether there is a remainder or not. If there is no remainder, then the number is a factor. And if there is a remainder, then the number is not a factor. So try out several problems of this type till you get them all correct. If you like this video, then subscribe to our channel. You can also register for free at deltastep.com to get all the learning resources as per CBSE, ICSE, IB, Cambridge or any other curriculum. Over 5,000 amazing lectures on maths, science, English and social science. Our unique interactive video technology keeps you engaged, and our iDictionary feature allows you to quickly revise any concept. Master each topic at your own pace with our adaptive practice technology and 1 million plus questions. Get instant answers and detailed solutions. Be exam ready by taking unlimited mock tests, performance analysis along with actionable feedback, personal tutors to resolve the slightest of your doubts. And that's not all. You can also win exciting prizes like PlayStations, iPads, watches, and many more, along with certificates through our Earn As You Learn program. So at deltastep.com, learning is not just fun and easy, it is rewarding too. So register for free now.